Welcome to Fair Game. I'm Kristine Leahy, and my guest today is the Houston Texans' all-time leader in interceptions and one of the hardest-hitting defensive backs in the NFL. Kareem Jackson is here. I love your suit right off the bat. That is awesome.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
So your suit's kind of loud, which I appreciate. And defensive backs historically have been some of the biggest trash talkers. Aqib Talib, Richard Sherman. You are not. Why?
For me, I just like to let my play do the talking. You know, it just depends on the game or whoever I'm, going against, opponent's team, whatever. Sometimes I can get out there and I can chirp a little bit, but for me, I just rather let my play do the talking.
What's a chirp sound like from you?
It depends. It depends. It can get a little foul, a little X-rated, but it just all depends on what type of mood I'm in, how I'm feeling at that point in the game or whatever happens. Somebody pisses me off and it can get a little ugly.
So you're like a silent assassin.
For the most part.
Okay.
For the most part. Over the years, I've learned, the guys that are more silent and just kind of move a certain way, I think those guys are a little bit scarier than the ones that's always talking.
Well, you're so scary that you became this year the Texans' all-time leader in interceptions.
Yes.
That was in the game against the Cowboys. At what point did you know that you had reached that milestone?
Maybe right after the game, and everybody's kind of told me and stuff. So, it's definitely a huge accomplishment, something I'm very proud of, and I guess it just says a lot, as far in terms of my work, testament that the work that I put in and how hard I've worked over the years.
Do you keep the ball?
Yeah, I did. I actually try to keep all the balls when I get an interception. So I got them piled up somewhere at home.
Do you remember all of your interceptions?
Not all of them. Most of them. Definitely, the ones like milestones. My first one, my first pick six, and of course this one. But I can probably name quite a few of them. Maybe not all of them.
Do you know who you've intercepted the most in your career?
The most? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Blake Bortles.
Do you guys say anything to each other after the game? Does he?
I've never talked to him after the game. Never. If I was him, I wouldn't want to talk to me. But
Oof.
I've never talked to him. It's just all about going out competing for me. He's a great competitor. I like to see myself as a great competitor. So it's just all about competing. Especially sometimes in the way these games kind of end. You may not be in a talking mood. So but I've never had a chance to talk to him after the game.
Yeah, I wouldn't be in a talking mood with you either if you intercepted me twice. You've matched up against some of the most challenging wide receivers. Who would you say are the most challenging?
Man, it's some tough covers in this game. Obviously, Julio Jones, kind of jumps out. I played against him I played with him in college, at the University of Alabama. So a guy like that, his size and his strength and his speed, just that combination, definitely makes him a tough cover. Had a chance to play against Odell this year. We all know what type of guy he is. And, DeAndre Hopkins, my fellow teammate, get a chance to go against him every day. He's also a tough cover. And, of course, Antonio Brown, smaller guys, quicker guys, kind of be all over the field and stuff. So, it's some other guys out there also, but those just, got a couple names, just to name a few guys off the bat.
Do you chirp to Odell Beckham Jr. and Antonio Brown?
Like I say, it just depends. For me, if I'm in that mood and something happens to where it kind of goes there, for me, it don't matter who it is. So I kind of go to another, I kind of turn into something else, and then it's just like, all right, I'm talking from here on out the rest of the game, and it don't matter who it is.
Do they talk to you?
Yeah, they do.
Who's the worst trash talker from wide receivers?
Steve Smith.
Okay, that makes sense.
Steve Smith.
What do you say?
Any and everything. Any and everything. He would say anything, any and everything out there. And he had this look like he was basically looking through you. So, but I mean, we all know what type of competitor he is, you know, and how long he played in this league and the success he's had in this league. So it's always great to go out there and compete against guys like that because it's only going to bring the best out of you.
So you want to get after these guys, right? And there's been a lot that's been made about the new tackling rules in the
Right.
NFL. You're a guy who's known for your hard hits. So does that change your style of play?
For me, it don't. I just try to go out and play how I play, you know, because at the end of the day, I feel like I don't want to change how I play because that's one of my best skill sets, you know, with going out and being physical and, you know, hitting these guys, you know. So just try to go out and play. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, some stuff's going to happen. You know, it's going to be some bang bang plays, you know, going to be some hits where you just can't help it. You know, you're going to get flagged. So at the end of the day, you just got to go out and play.
Your smile on your face when you talk about that is funny. Is there like a moment you're thinking back to in your mind?
Not really. It's just because that's how I love to play the game. I love to go out there and be physical. You know, I mean, in today's games with these receivers, with them being as good as they are and the quarterbacks being as good as they are, you got to try to slow these guys down. So, I mean, what other way to do it than when you get a chance to, you know, knock the hell out of them?
Yeah, let's talk about the money and the shine for a second, because your deal was 4 years, $34 million. And then you had diamond-encrusted cleat charms made. Is that right?
I think I got it for myself for a birthday present.
Okay.
So, I mean, for me, it just kind of symbolized, you know, I mean, the game. I mean, I love the game, you know, and, you know, why not have, you know, a pair of cleats that, you know, put some diamonds in them. You know, it's a fashion statement.
There's always motivational speakers that come into the locker room, and I heard Brock Lesnar came in.
Yeah, he did. He came and talked to us before the season. It's actually a great talk, you know, that he just kind of tell us, you know, what motivates him, you know, where he came from, and, you know, what makes him go out and, you know, work as hard as he worked, you know, still today. So it's always interesting to kind of hear from other guys that, you know, establishing whatever that they're doing and that's successful, you know, because everybody has a story. Everybody has, you know, something that drives them, you know, that motivates them. So it's always interesting to hear from other people, you know, just to kind of see what motivates them, what fuels their fire.
Part of your story that I really love is that you're motivated by your sister and your mother, who are both breast cancer survivors. What kind of impact has all of that had on your life and your career?
Huge impact, you know, just growing up and seeing my mom and my sister, you know, fight cancer, you know, and to this day, they're two of the strongest women that I know, you know, to go through that and when they were going through it and for them to still be, you know, smiles and, you know, happy and stuff like that, man, it's definitely tough. Like I said, I know firsthand, you know, what cancer can do to a family. So for my mom to still be the backbone of the family and to still, you know, still motivate me and my sister to go out and you know, chase our dreams, man. And it was just huge, you know, to see them today where they are today after going through that fight, you know. So they're definitely, that's definitely what motivates me and what fuels my fire.
Yeah, it puts things in perspective too.
Oh, definitely.